Alright guys, so we're doing a first impressions video for Halo Infinite. It launched earlier today, the campaign that is, and I swear this isn't going to be a 20-minute first impressions video. I'm going to try my hardest to keep it under 5 minutes. Just get quick thoughts out there, move on, leave the rest for the review. Alright, so I've played about 3 hours, so if you don't want the first 3 hours of the game spoiled for you, go ahead and leave, play it, come back. But I figured it's like the first 2 or 3 main missions. Basically, if you haven't finished the first region, come back later. And so, what do I think of the game? Right, it's great. I love it. It's different, right? It doesn't follow that linear style of mission. While that still is there, it's a lot more open. And while I don't want to compare it to something like Assassin's Creed or Ghost Recon, it's more like Far Cry, right? You have all of that story stuff there for you to do, and if you want to do the side stuff, you can. It's completely optional, right? At least at the point that I'm at. All of these fast travel points essentially are what the outposts come down to, and saving people and finding caches and all of that stuff. All of these open world activities are all optional. You can just go from main mission to main mission to main mission to main mission, right? And so someone like me, I love that open world stuff, right? So it works. All of that stuff's really fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it here because I wasn't sure how well the gameplay would hold up, but with the addition of grappling hooks and other abilities that I won't spoil, it changes it enough to make it different, and it also helps that there hasn't been a Halo game in a long time. Now, if you don't like Halo, you aren't gonna magically like this. The main missions are still very much Halo, kind of bullet spongy enemies, the same weapons, the same gameplay. Again, it's a bit faster, but it's still Halo, right? It just takes a little bit of that open world experience and throws it in there for side content, right? Which lengthens the game. Now, that's pretty much the gameplay. The story, I'm 3 hours in, so there's not really much there. They've mentioned Cortana. You do kind of have to have played at least Halo 5, really 4 and 5, to at least have a basic understanding of what's happening here. They kind of explain it in a way, but if you want to know and be caught up, really Halo 4 and 5 is what you need to have played to understand what's happening here, at least at the point that I'm at now. Now, that being said, I can't say much more on the story if it's good or bad, because again, I'm at the very beginning. Graphically and performance-wise, bugs, only thing left. There's only 1-2 problems that I have right now. Okay, so the game looks great, except for when the frame rate dips a little bit here and there, right? Mantling animations, reloading some weapons but not others, the frame rate will drop. That's also a problem with the quality / performance mode. Playing this on Series X, you don't have the option to switch between the two. In the multiplayer, in the beta that's been out for a couple weeks now, and now in the campaign, the option's there in the menus, but it's stuck in quality mode. I don't know if that's something that they haven't prepared yet, it's not ready at launch, or it's just broken, but it is stuck in quality mode, so you can't get that FPS boost. And well, again, the game looks great most of the time. There's some of those, like I said, mantling animations, reload animations, and then the lip sync on, again, not Master Chief or the weapon, as we're calling her now, but the human characters that you can see their lips on. The lip sync isn't great. But aside from that, the game looks absolutely great, both in cutscene, in gameplay, in the open world, inside, lighting. It has ray tracing both in the visor of Master Chief, although it's not perfect, and then the interior environments, like the shiny floors and the walls you can see enemies off of, and the light reflecting off their shields and their weapons and all that stuff, so that all looks great. So where I'm at right now is, as long as you like Halo games and campaign and story-driven games, you like all of the main stuff, and if you like open world and all that stuff, the side content and all that optional content is there for you to do as well. So for me, it's a win-win. Now, obviously, the story could be terrible and the gameplay could get repetitive. I haven't played long enough to determine that. It's also free, or I guess on Game Pass technically, so it's $5 like the multiplayer. So that heavily impacts the score when it comes to that. But like I said, I wanted to keep this super short. So this is my first impressions. Great, love it so far. Just let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below. Love it, hate it, and what your favorite Halo is. And I'll see you guys on the next one.